Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. As you know, we took a week off because of the Thanksgiving holiday. So we were obviously at work in the office until Wednesday, but we did not host a webinar last week. We wanted to make sure you had plenty of time to spend in the office and then with your family, and of course, for your big Thanksgiving dinner slash luncheon, football day, call it whatever you want. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you made plenty of new contacts, maybe networking, maybe family members, right? Everyone is a prospect, as they say. But anyway, long story short, here we are, and we are back in December now, and this is the final month of 2024, right? 25 is around the corner, which is crazy. I feel like this year has sped through. It felt like literally a few months to me, which is a good thing because that means we're busy. We're out there making it happen. I know our agents are as well because overall our numbers are up around 20%, which is fantastic. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you listening here live with us on this beautiful Thursday afternoon in South Florida. I also want to say, I know a lot of you will listen to this maybe a week from now, maybe even the end of the month or even in January. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time. We're very grateful for you all, and I have a slide dedicated to just this, and I'm going to talk about this more in a minute. I'm also going to give you some great social media ideas on a few things that I just learned for marketing and branding coming into the new year, right into 25. But first and foremost, I want to talk about what our feature presentation is today, and that's with Ameritas. And here's what's so neat about the presentation. This is one of a kind. I'm not saying this gently or lightly because Ameritas has always been known for, let's say, the brokerage side, right? We've been with them for many, many years, and they have some great products. And it's typically the term in IUL with living benefits, some great technology. I love their index product. They've always been a core carrier, a core player for Levinson and Associates and our 23,000 plus agents. But what's so neat, and we would always get agent phone calls and emails saying, Bill, I love Ameritas and I need their whole life product. I need their DI product, and the bottom line is it wasn't available through our channel. So anyway, I spoke to Dylan, our VP, who's joining us today, maybe 6 to 9 months ago now. And finally, after all these years, he says to me, Bill, and like I said, this is probably beginning of summer of 24. He said, Bill, just be patient. We're getting these products. And I said, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I went back to all the agents and said, great news, be patient. You're going to have access to not only the brokerage products, but the career products as well. So it's basically going to be like one big channel. And we had a webinar or two with Dylan and our agents, and we were a little premature. The carrier wasn't ready yet. And I'll say a quick comment. I know Dylan can't say this, but I can. I'm sure there was some internal and external conflict, pushback, call it whatever you want. I don't know for a fact, but that's my assumption. But anyway, what's important to us, what's important to you is moving forward. And I mean moving forward, like this afternoon, you have access to all the products, and they are amazing. I couldn't even say this prior, right? Because we can only talk about the two products we had access to on the brokerage side, but now you have access to everything. So we're super, super excited. And the reason why their whole life, very competitive, their DI, very competitive, their annuity portfolio, awesome. Obviously, all of the life with living benefits are awesome. The comp, the renewals are insane. Okay. And by the way, once you're set up with us, okay, and if you have a case, obviously we're going to prioritize those appointments and we're going to set you up first. But you can also get set up even if you're saying, hey, Bill, I'm going to have a case in January. Okay. Now it may take a few additional weeks to get you set up because the agents with an app are obviously going to be done first. But what we're going to do is send out a thank you email today with all of the brochures, all of the product info. And there's also going to be an intake sheet or a contracting request form. So just make sure you fill that out as soon as possible, and we will put you at the top of the pile and get your appointment set up. Okay, that I can promise you, with or without an app, but obviously we prefer you have an app to write, and we'll push those through first. Okay, what I want to do next is move forward and talk a little bit about gratitude and why we're so thankful for you all, right? You are our number one, our customer, our everything. And when you think about, us, and actually it starts with the carrier. If you look at the top of the hill, right, it's the carrier first, and they have to make sure that they're doing the right thing for their customer, which is the IMO, and they have to provide great service, and we know how it works. And then we have to do the same for our customer, which is our agents and GAs and BGAs, right, that all fall under the Levinson umbrella, if you will. And then the agent has to do the same exact thing for their customers, prospects, their neighbors, right, family members, right? You should be talking about insurance product solutions to everyone. Okay, so when I say, and this is so important, if you and this starts again carrier, right, top down, but when you provide the 5-star experience, okay, and what does that mean? Okay, the 5-star experience is jumping in whenever you get a chance, on the phones, through email, through social media, being available. Okay, not a digital voice recorder or someone overseas that maybe doesn't speak the language, whatever. You have to jump in, go above and beyond, take the extra step, and make sure it's not just words and verbal communication, but you're there, you're diving in. Okay, when you're doing the right thing, just like I'm saying, you're going to get great customer feedback. Okay, it's going to happen in this new world of AI and overseas call centers, right, to keep the labor costs down. No, you as an agent, you have to, in fact, look at it the opposite way and dive in under the covers head first. Make sure you're available and not just answering questions, but taking it the extra step. And then all of a sudden, look at the screen in front of you. That's what's going to happen. Okay, I promise you, we're here till 7, 8, 9 p.m. Monday to Friday. Okay, and this isn't just words, because you can call in at 7, 8, 9 p.m. and you're going to get, typically me and Andrew are here the latest. Okay, you're going to get someone that picks up the phone, or my mom. Okay, Ina Levinson. Okay, she's here with us literally till 9, sometimes 9:30 at night. So when you do the right thing and when you jump in head first, you're going to be exposed in a good way or a bad way, right? Either way, it's going to come to the surface. I promise you, okay? It might be a week, a month, a year, but it's going to rise. It's going to come to the surface. And if you're doing the right thing, it's going to come to the surface in a fantastic way. And that's what happens with our agents and in our Levinson 5-star experience. I relate it to like a Ritz-Carlton 5-star, customer service relationship. So that's how you need to look at your business with your own clients and encourage them to write these testimonials and comments and have your Google reviews page and your Facebook page, okay? And tell them, hey, by the way, whatever, $20 Amazon gift card for all my clients that share a few comments or testimonials, and then take those and put them on all of your social media platforms. Why? Okay, because what I've learned is with all this new technology and all these new platforms, what was most important to new prospects, by the way, this is a fact. This was a study done at NYU. This is 100% fact. The most important point for a new prospect to come on board with you, okay, and like I said, it doesn't matter if you're a carrier, IMO, agent, the most important point for new prospects to come on your team or buy a product or get appointed, whatever it is that you do, was they want to see other customers that are talking about you in a great way because you're just like them, so to speak. Okay, think about that for a minute. Okay, that was number one. Not that Bill Levinson is on 22 social media platforms and he's got the AI chat bot on his website, which, by the way, the technology is crucial. Okay. But agents have to see other agents that say, wow, you know what? I love working with this group. I want to do the same. Okay. Clients, insureds, prospects have to see other prospects, clients feeling great about you, the insurance agent. Okay. The first thing people do now, I don't care what age bracket. Okay. 20 years ago, it was different. Now, today, it doesn't matter if they're 19 years old or 59 or 79. Okay. Everyone is saying, well, who is this agent? Shirley Smith, let me pull her up. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, life insurance agent, Shirley Smith, reviews. Okay. That's what they're doing. And you should, by the way, do it on yourself just to see what the feedback is and what people are saying. Okay. And make sure it's a great experience, because that is number one through this study in front of everything else. Okay. So just write that down. I would make a quick note, but I thought that was important. Reputation, trust. Okay. That's the quickest, the fastest way to build reputation and trust is through other clients that these new prospects are looking at. Okay. Because they're looking at reviews and testimonials. So I thought that was unbelievable. I thought, in my opinion, that customer service, I knew it was important, but I thought it would maybe come up through the study, number two. And I thought number one would be you have to have a large presence, out there through different social media platforms, through SEO and Google searches. But that's actually number two. Okay. So first and foremost, again, it's reviews, testimonials, comments. So let's shift gears. I want to say thank you to our agents, because we would never be here and never have this kind of growth if it wasn't for each and every one of you. So real fast, David, that came in yesterday. Okay. What a great group of people who are more than willing to serve. Okay. Come on. You couldn't ask for anything more. I see David is actually listening right now. So my hat goes off to you. It means everything to our entire team. On the bottom, Tanya, I just wanted to take a moment to share how impressed I've been with the support I've received as a new agent with Levinson. The team has been incredibly helpful in getting me set up and started, providing top-notch guidance every step of the way. I'm excited to be joining such a great organization, and I look forward to what lies ahead. So that's huge. Okay. So now, and just to give you an idea, so I'm looking at this, right? This came in through our Google reviews page, which you'll get an email. Okay. They also come in through our Facebook page. And I look at this, and you, by the way, you need to do the same exact thing. And I say, wow, this is just in the last couple of weeks. You know what? I'm going to take like 4 or 5 of these. I'm going to make a flyer, right? And I'm going to market it out through every social media outlet I can, so other agents see and feel this. Okay. And not to say that we're so perfect. Okay. I like to say we're 99% there. And for the 1% time that maybe we make a mistake, because we are human at the end of the day. But for the 1% chance, me and Carrie, my father, we're going to pick up the phone when you call or email, and we're going to try to make it right. That's our promise to you. Okay. But going back, the reason for this is I'm trying to set an example and say, don't listen to our words. Watch what we do. Proof is in the pudding. Okay. Very important stuff. You should be doing the same exact thing. And I also, again, want to thank you all. Okay, I think I said it 4 times already. Let's keep moving forward. Our expo. This is our big powwow for the year. And I'm super, super, super excited about the 2025 expo, right? This year it's going to be called Thrive in 25 is the hashtag. And that's going to be the strategy around this day. It's going to be awesome. So why is it going to be awesome? Because it's going to be different. Bigger and better is our promise to you. It's going to be very different from the prior expos that we've had. We'll fill the room with 300 agents. That's where we're capped by fire code. We're going to have an annuity keynote speaker, okay, that's going to join the lineup of keynotes. Charles is committed. He's in. He's amazing. In fact, he was on our podcast, on our webinar, and we even did an 8-week workshop, an annuity workshop with him. Very, very impressed. One of my favorite annuity coaches, period. So that's exciting. Also, what we're doing, this is free for all agents. Make sure you register like today. As soon as we hang up, because we are, like I said, capped at 300, there'll be a registration link in our thank you email. It's also in our email signatures or on our website. You can find it anywhere. Make sure you register. It's free for all agents, lunch, breakfast, snacks, The whole day is complimentary. It's a great networking event during lunch. Also, if you look at the top right corner, starting at 30,000, we give you one free night in our beachfront suite at our host resort in South Florida, right on the sand. You'll love it. I'm sure if you've been there before, you can vouch for what I'm saying. And they just renovated the entire hotel, so it's even nicer. 30,000 gives you the free suite. 60,000 round trip airfare plus the suite. 70,000 gives you 2 free nights in the suite and round trip airfare. Okay, so you can make this a complete vacation, staycation, call it whatever you want. All life and annuity premium counts, including these new Ameritas products. On the annuity side, what we're doing is double points for qualifying until the end of the year. Okay, so 100 grand is 200, 4 is 8. Okay, and you know how that works. But make sure to get in those apps by year end. You only have a few weeks left. Okay, let's keep moving forward. I got 2 minutes left, and then Dylan's going to take the wheel. What I want to talk about real fast is our 411 leader. So this is important, and I'm going to say this strongly, and the reason why there's a lot of changes going on, right? We're in December, coming into a new year, just had the election, okay? Lots and lots of updates, product changes, compliance. You need to know what's going on. As an insurance agent, you are responsible, okay, as we know. So what we do here, we take all of our 90 carriers on the life, annuity, supplemental product side, all of the latest updates, okay, what's hot, what's not, what's gone, what's new, everything's at your fingertips. So please make sure you pay attention to these every other week. They're sitting in your inbox. We sent one out yesterday, but it's important that you check these out. Maybe focus on the companies you're writing to simplify it. And then we have a Levinson page, which talks about what's new at our Levinson home office. Okay, and as you know, we have employees spread out in 4 different states now, okay, to make sure that you have that 5-star Ritz-Carlton customer service, okay, that I was talking about earlier. Let's keep moving forward. My last slide, and then Dylan will take over officially. Real fast, we wanted to do something fun for the holidays. By the way, you know, especially if you know me well, it's all about giving back and doing the right thing and wearing it on your sleeve and not just talk about it, but do it. So October was my birthday month. We dedicate the month to breast cancer awareness, make a donation on your behalf. November is Movember. Okay, Movember is about men's cancer and mental awareness, which we did the same exact thing. We were a sponsor at a big event in South Florida, and we donated on your behalf. Okay, now, December. Obviously, it's a big holiday month. We have New Year's around the corner. There's a lot of underprivileged children that don't get a opportunity to get even a new gift or shoes or clothes. Okay, so what we do is we sponsor a Toys for Tots rally every single year. So we're a sponsor, and then we bring literally thousands of dollars of unwrapped toys that we collect in our office. We'll share the pictures after the event, which is next Saturday. The reason why I'm bringing this up is not to toot our own horn, but it's to say we would never be able to do this. We would never be in this position if it wasn't for you all. Again, okay, it's about giving back, doing the right thing. It's easy to just sit back and collect, okay, but to be a good person, stand up, do the right thing, okay. For me, it's simple because I don't know any other way, but we should all think and act like this. And it doesn't have to do with the financial side, right? It could be volunteer work, right? That doesn't cost you anything. But anyway, I don't want to get off on a rant. But the bottom line is every penny of premium goes towards this stuff. And I take it very seriously. And I appreciate every single application and every opportunity. Very important. The incentive for you all, right? It's holiday time. We're doing a $100 Amazon gift card. And we made this very easy. No small print. Okay? Check this out. See the phone in front of you? Okay. We send out a text message to our agents. Okay? It's free to enroll every other week or every week, depending on what's going on. So as long as you're in our opt-in list, you get the text. Okay? With your first app in December, $100 Amazon gift card. Done. Boom. Move on. plus commissions, full pass-through renewals. You know how everything else works, okay? Then on the right-hand side, a surety. Okay, this is a big deal. Real fast, I'm going to tell you why. SureBridge was a go-to for us for many years on the supplemental side, okay, supplemental products. And as of January 1st, so the end of this year, they're going away. So as of January 1st, they're gone, okay? Assurity and Manhattan Life are the go-to, okay, for those types of products. With Assurity Life, they fit perfectly. Why? They're on Insure Me Now Direct, or even off the platform. They have their own direct-to-consumer sites as well, so they make it so easy. A lot of this stuff is instant decision or guaranteed issue with return of premium. There's great door openers for the low-hanging fruits, especially for now the health agents, right? That we just had a open enrollment. It's a no-brainer. You got to bring this stuff up, and there's no easier way. So we're also giving you $100 with your first Assurity app with Levinson. Okay, so 2 ways to earn extra cash this holiday season. Okay, our official presentation is with A-rated Ameritas, and we have Dylan, our RVP, who's joining us. Just sit back, relax, take plenty of notes. I promise you, you're going to love this presentation. Some of these products, I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it. Okay, I think you'll be very impressed. So just make sure you're paying attention. Some really neat stuff. Dylan? Okay, there we are. Perfect.
All right,
Can you
thank
hear
you,
me?
Bill. And Bill and
There
Andrew,
you
if
are.
you could just confirm, can you see that screen?
Yes, perfect.
Yep, can you see my screen?
Yes,
All
we
right,
can.
perfect, guys. Well, thank you again, Bill, for having me on. And as Bill said, everyone, we are very excited for the future here. And a big reason for that, and Bill had mentioned it, these new products now are available to all of you at Ameritas. Historically, you guys have not had them, so we are going to cover some of those new products today. But before I get into them, one thing I like to do, especially if you are new to Ameritas or have not looked at us before, is just why work with Ameritas. So on my screen, here's just a few reasons that you're going to see why work with Ameritas. Bill had mentioned, strongly rated mutual insurance company. Being a mutual company, that has a lot to do with how we set the strategy on our policies. So we have the client's best interest in mind throughout the life of the policy, and you will see some of the competitive features on those products will show you that. Thinking of illustrations, very transparent and reliable illustrations. If you've ever ran some IUL illustrations or whole life around the industry, you may notice that some illustrate higher than others. Some of those come true, some of them do not. So Ameritas, we are fairly conservative on how we illustrate, but we are very transparent. So we do not throw in any non-guaranteed bonuses or multipliers. We do not inflate our illustration to make it look too good to be true. So what you show on an Ameritas illustration, you can feel very confident years down the road, whether it's 10, 20, 30 years, what you show your client has a very good chance of coming true. So that's why we really want to promote that story and have it be what you show the client or better. But the illustration is one part of the story. Consistent cap rates on IUL, that is another part of the story. So what I mean by that, if you were to look at Ameritas's oldest IUL product from 2011 versus our current accumulation IUL, you will see that they have identical cap rates on there. So some of you may have heard stories in the industry or know products out there. 10 years ago, the product had a 12% cap, and now that product has a 6% cap. Ameritas does not do that. We treat all policyholders the same. All clients on the IUL market get the same cap rates at Ameritas. So that is a very strong story for us. And then last couple items, guys, 18 living benefit triggers on all the products that I'm going to be discussing today. California is included, New York is included. Those are a couple tough states to get into. Not all carriers are there, but Ameritas is in all 50 states. All 50 states, our 18 living benefit triggers are approved. And then last item here, foreign national friendly. So a couple of years ago, we did not work with clients who have I-10 or if they're a non-US citizen, but now they're a US resident with a visa or a permanent resident card. Those are clients that we take. So foreign national clients, we used to not accept them. Not every carrier in the industry will, but if you know clients in that marketplace, definitely give Ameritas a look. But one big important product announcement. For those of you who are familiar with Ameritas, you may be familiar with our FLX product line. And what this was, and as Bill had mentioned to kick off the call, when we started our partnership with Levinson and Associates, I think around 2018 or so, we started our independent channel at Ameritas working with independent agents, such as those of you at Levinson. We started with just two products, the FLX term and FLX IUL. We took a look at everything recently and said it does not make sense to just limit our distribution or our agents to two products. So we need to open up everything. So by doing so, you guys will now have access to this Clear Edge Living Benefit Term product. That's a brand new product, very competitive. And then our Growth IUL. So those products will be replacing the FLX products. And here eventually, here in a few months, the FLX products will go away completely and no longer be open for sale. So we really want to get familiar with these new products and the new process. But beyond just these two products I just showed you, all of you at Levinson, effective just a few days ago, you all have access to the full product portfolio now at Ameritas. So all of our life products, our DI, our annuity, everything is going to be open to Levinson and Associates. The annuity products, if you look today, they will not be on the website quite yet, but they will be coming soon as a few final pieces are put in place. Everything shown on the screen here. So I'm going to go through and touch on a few of these today, but the one thing I want to call out, you'll notice a trend. You know, there's a couple products that say value on it, value plus. If you see that product name value plus, just think that is the cheapest product in that specific category. So value plus IUL, it's a protection IUL. Value plus survivor, that's going to cover 2 lives on 1 policy. Then you have our value plus whole life and value plus term. So different categories, but cheapest product. And then if you see growth in one of the categories, growth, think about long-term cash accumulation. Typically 16 years or more is where we'll see that product used most if that's what the focus is on. So we're going to discuss some of that today, everyone. But before we do, on the screen here shown, this is the Ameritas Agent mobile app. So with these new products, you guys will have access to the mobile app, and these products will be on that mobile app. So when you submit a case, this mobile app will send you notifications once it's issued. If any additional requirements are needed on the case, you'll get a notification. You can even take care of requirements straight through that mobile app. So if something needs uploaded, like an image, or if you just need to type a comment to confirm someone's weight, that mobile app is going to allow you to do so.
Dylan, can you check just your phone connection? Because it's going in and out a few times. If you could maybe just, I don't know if it's an adjustment or.
Okay, I apologize about that, guys. We'll try to carry on and see what we can do here. Thank you, guys. And then on all the products we are showing today, everyone, one thing to know about the underwriting, we have accelerated underwriting up to $2 million. Here over the next month or two, that limit is going to increase to $2.5 million. So to qualify for accelerated underwriting, the one big thing, the client needs to fall within the standard non-tobacco height and weight charts. And then they should not have any conditions from the past, such as asthma, diabetes, cancer. If they have any of those conditions, they will likely not qualify for our accelerated underwriting program, and a paramed may be needed. So just keep that in mind as you are working with our products. But for all of the products I showed you, they will come with living benefits, 18 triggers in total. And on those policies, you will see when they are issued, they have a Care for Life rider. So the Care for Life rider, that is simply the 18 living benefit triggers. And if you look at the full suite of 18 living benefit triggers, you will notice that it is going to cover a number of different conditions. What is great at Ameritas, if your client is approved table D as in dog or better, they will get all 18 living benefit triggers. We do have the possibility to remove living benefits, but over my 7 years at Ameritas, I have only seen that happen about 5 times. So it's very rare. So in most cases, if your client is approved table D or better, they will get the full suite of 18 living benefit triggers. And we do not have any knockout questions at Ameritas. But then when we pay living benefits, this is where Ameritas is somewhat unique. And then I will get into the products next, guys. But on our Clear Edge term, some of you used to know this as the FLX term. This is what we use as the discount approach. So what that means, depending on how severe the illness is and what the life expectancy is after claim, we use those topics to determine what the payout amount is. So it could be a low turnout or a low payout amount. It could be a big turnout amount, but there's no certainty. But with our Clear Edge term using the discount approach, we may pay out up to 90% of the death benefit if a living benefit claim comes due. So that's how most products in the industry pay out, even their permanent products. But where Ameritas is unique, on all of our permanent life products, if you look on the right-hand side, we pay out with something called the lean approach. So what this means, we do not look at how severe the illness is to determine the payout. Your client knows from day one if they get sick, what they're getting paid. So 25% for critical illness, 50% for chronic, and 75% for terminal illness. What's even better, the acceleration amount is a dollar for dollar reduction of the face amount. So if your client comes down with a critical illness, Ameritas will pay them 25% of their death benefit, but then they have 75% of their policy remaining for future death benefit that still remains. So if it's an IUL, they keep their policy, they can continue to use their IUL policy and fund it for retirement, which is likely the key reason they bought it in the first place. So the lean approach, very strong story there. Ameritas is one of 6 insurance carriers in the country that pay out that way. So it is somewhat unique. But flipping gears here, guys, getting into just our term products. And I'm going to go category by category and just touch on the top features and products you should know. The Clear Edge Living Benefit Term, this is going to be our new living benefit term product, guys. So all of you at Levinson, you may not have it show up on your website quite yet if you have not yet been transitioned. If you need a living benefit term product, the FLX term is still there and available to you. So very similar products with living benefits. We can go as low as $50,000 on the face amount. You'll see a few different riders on this policy that are available. But one big thing using the discounts available, there is an employee discount that'll knock 4% off the premium. So for those of you who are Levinson agents, your immediate family members, that discount applies to you. And then there's the same payer discount. So anytime there are 2 or more policies being paid for from the same bank account, that can be added to each individual policy. And that's also going to save your client money over time. So keep that in mind. Those discounts can be added to any product, term, whole life, or IUL. And as I was just discussing earlier, on our living benefit term product, if a payout occurs, In this example, it depends on the severity of illness or life expectancy after claim. So on a $1 million example, you see there's a range of numbers. If it's not such a severe illness, maybe you'll get around 200,000. If it's a more severe illness, maybe you'll get 800,000 of that 1 million. If the client takes a full acceleration of the amount offered, 10% of the original face amount will be remaining and premiums reduced proportionately. So that is only on our living benefit term product we pay out using that discount approach, but the lean approach is on every other product that I'll cover here. And then with that clear edge term, you can convert. So on the screen there, those are the conversion privileges. Age 65 is the last age of convertibility at a maximum. And then the client can convert to any permanent product at Ameritas. So IUL, universal life, whole life, all of those are open, where in the past, the FLX term could only convert to the FLX IUL. So now you have many more options to choose from. So that was a little bit on our living benefit term, but we also have a term without living benefits. So this product, guys, if you were to show our living benefit term and the client says it's just a little too expensive, they cannot use that product right now or commit to it, maybe try to show them the value plus term. So this product is cheaper because there are no living benefits. It's just traditional term coverage and very similar issue ages, anywhere from a 10 to a 30-year term on this product. Convertibility is also there. But if your client gets this product without living benefits initially, once they convert to a permanent product at Ameritas, they will have the full suite of 18 living benefit triggers on their new product. So this is also an option for you all. And then switching gears over to the IUL products that you guys will come to see at Ameritas going forward. The first one is our accumulation IUL. So this is our growth IUL. It's going to be linked to a few different market indexes that you can choose from. Living benefits are there. Lifetime income rider is available on every single IUL policy that we offer. So keep that in mind. And then the guaranteed account value bonus in years 11 and beyond, that is going to help your client accumulate even more money in retirement or for retirement. So this product, guys, it's going to be comparable to the old FLX IUL at Ameritas. Very similar, but this will be the new product you guys want to use for accumulation IUL at Ameritas going forward. And then just as we showed on the term product, these are the permanent life product payouts for Ameritas. So as I described before, we do not look at severity of illness or life expectancy. Your client knows from day one if they get sick. In this example, you use $1 million face amount. They have the percentages right there and they know what they're going to be paid. So that's on our IUL products, that's on our whole life, our universal life, our survivor product. Everything we offer here is going to use the lean approach with that specific percentage known from day one on all Ameritas permanent products. And then if you were to look at the different index options on the growth IUL, you have 7 different options to choose from, or index strategies, as well as the fixed account at 4%. So there is not a fee on any of the index options shown on the screen. I will say the most popular right now tends to be a blend between the S&P 500 and the BNP index. So those are the BNP, that's our proprietary index. It's getting world diversification. It's made up of markets around the world. So those are the top 2. But again, clients can choose or change their index options 1 time per year for no charge. So the growth IUL, everyone, that is our accumulation IUL. But we also have a protection IUL. So what this product is going to do, this is actually our cheapest permanent life product at Ameritas. But because it's a protection IUL, the death benefit is more affordable, but the cap rates are just slightly lower. So on the previous growth IUL product I showed you, we had a 9.25% cap on the S&P. The cap on this product is about 7.5%. So it's slightly lower caps, but what you can do with this product, you can lock in the no lapse guarantee feature. So we guarantee the policy will last for 50 years or up to the age of 90, guaranteed. So very cheap permanent death benefit option. And when you think of term conversions, this is our main product that we are seeing used for conversions due to the affordability within it. And then on every single IUL product we offer at Ameritas, it will come with a lifetime income rider automatically included. So what this is a monthly payout for your client, no matter how long they live. And to activate it, the client only needs to have the policy in force for 10 years. They need to be between the ages of 50 and 85 when it's turned on. And then they could not be receiving other benefits at the time. So if there was like a living benefit claim out there, that could not be occurring. So once they get to retirement, this gives them the option to take loans from their IUL, they could take withdrawals from their IUL, or they can turn on the lifetime income rider and basically annuitize their life insurance contract. And we guarantee a monthly payout for the rest of their life, no matter how long they live. So very competitive features here, guys, on all of our IUL products we offer. And then the last product I want to call attention to within our IUL and universal life portfolio, the Value Plus Survivor IUL. So on this product, everyone, you can insure 2 lives on one policy. What's even greater about this, one of the individuals can be uninsurable. So that uninsurable person cannot get their own policy, but they can get on our Survivor IUL product, and they can gain access to the living benefits at Ameritas that way. So this product, primarily we see it used in the estate tax protection market. And the way the product works, living benefits are going to pay out to the second individual still living after the first individual passes away. And death benefit is going to pay out after the second individual passes away. So this product, it's about 3 years old, brand new to Levinson and Associates, as you guys have never had it before. So just know this is another option out there that you guys may want to look at. And then last but certainly not least is the whole life category at Ameritas. So being a mutual company, whole life is very big at what we do. I'd say IUL is our top selling product, but whole life is a very close second. So if we look at whole life and just thinking from last year, stats based on what LIMRA came out with, Ameritas' whole life category grew over 20% sales growth compared to about 1% industry growth. Ameritas was also number 7 highest year-over-year growth rate for whole life sales growth. So as you can see on the screen, and this is published by LIMRA from 2023, I'm excited to see what the results are for 2024. It will likely be similar. The big reason that Ameritas is so competitive in the space are the product offerings we have, but also some of the features on those products. So if we were to look at the whole life product offering at Ameritas, you have a few different product options: the Value Plus Whole Life, the Access Whole Life, and the Growth Whole Life, each of them with a slightly different focus. So the Value Plus Whole Life, that is going to be focused on cheapest, low-cost death benefit protection. The Access Whole Life, that's going to be focused on strong early guaranteed cash value performance. And then the Growth Whole Life focused on long-term cash value performance. Some of you may have heard of the infinite banking concept, the be your own banker. And one of our products here on the screen is very involved in that. You may be able to guess which one, but think if you had your own bank, or if you go to the bank and ask for money, do you want your money sooner or later? Do you want it now or be told you have to wait? You're going to want it immediately. So the number 1 selling whole life product at Ameritas is going to be in the middle, our Access Whole Life, and that is going to be focused on early cash value performance. So as you can see on the screen here, this is going to be focused for clients needing cash 15 years or less. And what's nice about this, 3% guaranteed contract rate on this product, and that is before the dividend that we offer. Clients also going to have flexibility of loan options and a competitive, flexible paid up rider on whole life. So what that FPUR is, flexible paid up rider, think of it as overfunding above target on an IUL policy. On whole life, we have our flexible paid up rider, and it gives the client the flexibility to make additional payments to that rider to build additional cash value and buy additional death benefit protection. So I had said that this is our #1 whole life product out of Ameritas. And if you were just to look at it against some other top whole life products in the market that Ameritas competes against, especially in the infinite banking space, you will see that for almost any given scenario you do, in this example, it's $15,000 premium per year. But for any example you do, you will see the Access Whole Life has some of the most competitive early guaranteed cash value in the marketplace. So the death benefit is moderate. We're not going to be #1 there, but for early cash value, a very competitive product on our Access Whole Life. And again, guys, this is before we take into account the dividend offered on our whole life products at Ameritas. So on every single whole life product that we offer at Ameritas, we offer a 5% dividend. And earlier I talked about cap rates, different cap rate treatment on IUL products. There's also that same concern in the industry with whole life dividends. So clients from years back not being treated the same as clients from yesterday on the dividend they receive. At Ameritas, we have the same story on dividends. Every client, either from years ago or from just yesterday, everyone receives this 5% dividend. So very competitive whole life portfolio at Ameritas. And the last competitive feature I'll say on our whole life, on the left-hand side, that is the typical cycle of the infinite banking world. Say if a client gets involved in that concept, they'll request a loan, receive the loan, and use it for what they need, but then they're going to pay that loan back. What is unique at Ameritas that you will not see with all carriers out there or all whole life products? Ameritas offers 2 loan types for the life of the whole life policy. So that's going to be non-direct recognition and direct recognition. Why that is important is with non-direct recognition, if your client takes a loan, the policy does not recognize the money as missing, they still get the full dividend that would be there as if the money was still in the policy. With direct recognition, the policy directly recognizes that money's missing, so the dividend applied is not for the full amount. There's a different dividend applied for what you have loaned out. So Ameritas offers both of these loan types on our whole life products at Ameritas. Some products in the industry will only offer one of these loan options on whole life, or the client has to choose from day one which loan option they want to go with when they eventually do take a loan from their whole life policy. So another competitive feature that you'll see with Ameritas Whole Life. And one thing I like to call out that's not immediately clear to everyone. Earlier, guys, I talked about the living benefits at Ameritas and how those work. So on our permanent products, you have the breakdown, 25, 50, 75%. If you were to look at an example of our IUL versus our whole life strategy, and let's just say it's a male client, 200,000 death benefit, 20 years down the road, if this client gets sick, you will see that on our IUL on the left-hand side, Ameritas will pay 25% of the original 200,000. With whole life, the death benefit will be increasing over time due to those paid up additions. So in that same scenario, the 25% living benefit would be taken from that 246,000 number. So whole life is unique. The benefit actually increases over time with your client's policy, along with the death benefit. So that was just a little bit on our whole life strategy, IUL in term. And really quick, guys, I know we are getting towards the end, but I just wanted to touch on a few final topics here. If you need to register for the Ameritas website, or if you're new to Ameritas and you get contracted, you will receive your welcome letter and you'll be able to register on our website and register as a financial professional. I believe Levinson's also have a very helpful website that you can access our materials on there. But as some of those new products and materials get added, because again, they were just added to Levinson's Access about 2 or 3 days ago. So same thing for all of you. But on our website, you can find a few different links that'll be helpful. And on the Ameritas website, once you log in, for illustrations, you can click Create an Illustration. But then what is new about our process is the e-app. So for all of the products I just went over today, you will be on the website. You will actually want to click Go to e-apply. So that is where you will see all of the products I discussed today and going forward once the FLX products phase out. And then once you're in e-apply, you will see a few different application options to choose from. You can do a paper upload. You can do a traditional full underwriting application, which is in the middle. Or if you are applying for the accelerated underwriting program, that's going to be the one on the far left side. And then you'll create the e-app, fill it out and complete it and submit it. And then that will be on our pending portal. So to get to the pending new business section from the Ameritas website, if you click on Open New Dashboard at the top, that is going to be the easiest, most desirable way to see your business. And again, guys, this will show up in your mobile app as well. So we do recommend that mobile app. But when you click on Open New Dashboard, you are going to see a list of all of your cases. And this is an updated, a more enhanced new business experience with Ameritas that we do not have on the FLX products. You are going to see all of your cases right there, and you'll be able to click on them and see requirements very clearly. Is it an Ameritas task that's being taken care of? Is it an agent task that you need to take care of? And once you see this, you will actually be able to upload documents straight into the case, or you can type comments to satisfy that requirement. So on the screen that I am showing right here, that's just going to be an example of a few different requirements you may see on a case. Some of them you will be able to add comments, and others you can drag and drop files, and that will automatically be attached to the case without the intervention of a new business case manager doing it for you. And then we are going to have exactly what we need for that case. So we are about right at the end, guys. So I do want to thank you. Before I turn it back over to Bill, I'm going to show you just one other item here. And on my screen, guys, you can see the producer workbench.
Yep, nothing's coming up, Dylan.
Okay, let me reshare my screen here. Give me just a second.
Yeah, we see the workbench now.
Perfect. All right, guys. So with the limited time and all the products I just covered today, guys, it is impossible to cover. Okay. So I cannot cover everything today, guys, in time, but for everything we discussed today, if you are interested on a new product or some of these new products available to you and you want to learn more about it, on the workbench, if you get in here and click on Learning Center and go to Training, you are going to see a list of all of our life insurance products, all of our annuity products, and all of our DI products. Also training on the mobile app and our new e-app system. So over time, guys, these will be added to the Levinson website, but this will be a very helpful resource for all of you at Ameritas, or as you work with Ameritas. So just to give you an example, if I click on one of the whole life products, our Access Whole Life used for infinite banking, there's going to be a training video that appears if you want to watch that training video, or to get additional product info. Right at the bottom, you can click that link, and right there. It's going to tell you exactly who your target market is, what the features and benefits of the plan are. And then on the right-hand side, brochures. So if you need a client brochure, an agent guide, whatever it might be, everything is right there. So again, guys, to do that, all I did was Learning Center and training, and that got me there. But with that, Bill,
Good
I
stuff,
would like
Dylan.
again to thank everyone for being on the call. I know with limited time, I cannot cover everything in depth, but I do appreciate you all. And Bill, with that, I will turn it back over to you.
Yep, that was great. By the way, we have a webinar giveaway, so we're going to ask a question in about 4 minutes here. So I want to make sure you answer first and correctly. We have Apple AirPods and the prospecting book. We'll announce the winner's name in just a minute. Dylan, thank you so much. I apologize, everyone, for the volume issue. I know it was going in and out. It was a little spotty. But again, once you are set up with Levinson and Ameritas, you'll have full access to the workbench he just went over. And then our site, we have an Ameritas section, and then we're updating it as we go as well. So basically, 2 stops for you to check out. But number one, we got to make sure you're appointed. So you'll see the thank you email today. You'll see a request form and just fill it out. And then, like I said, if you have an app, you get pushed to the front. Or if you're working on an app, you get pushed to the front. So also cash for contracting, free leads for contracting with your first paid application if you move a contract to us. Okay, and that's anyone. Let's keep moving forward. Insure Me Now Direct. There's been some new additions, new updates I want to touch on briefly. So real fast, as you can see, bottom left, Manhattan Life banner. Okay, the top term, Gerber Life, guaranteed issue, surety, great supplemental products. 2 things. There's a little birdie that told me, banner, right now, we go up to $2 million instant decision. Instant, okay? I heard we're going to $4 million in 2025. That's exciting. Now, with the surety side on the right, that's already done, okay? That was actually posted about 3 days ago. So on the DI, they just increased. So this is all instant decision, direct to consumer. Keep in mind, it's like buying a pair of shoes on Amazon. They just raised the max benefit from $1,000 to $1,500 per week. And then on the bottom was $600, now $1,000 weekly for self-employed, and then $6,000 and $4,000 per month. So that's awesome, okay? Because again, it's so easy. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is show you what it looks like to quote and then apply on our website through iPipeline. The original Ameritas IUL and term, very, very simple, okay? Left-hand side, you're going to run your quote, and then all of that data is populated into the e-app on the right-hand side, and then you just hit apply, and boom, you're off to the races. Done. And then here's what's so cool. You're going to have a scorecard, so all of your business done through Levinson, it doesn't matter what side or what department it's on, everything is put into this scorecard. It's updated in real-time fashion. This allows you to benchmark yourself against other agents, maybe in your downline, okay? You have visibility to not only your downline, but all agents as far as statistics, numbers. So you can see, oh, why are my cases taking 10 days and everybody else, it's only 5? What am I doing wrong? Okay, everything is here. It's like a one-stop shop for your back office. So it's pretty neat. To think about this, everything inside here in the Levinson home office and our CRM tool, everything is updated real time from there to your scorecard instantly. Okay, so it's free. Make sure you're set up. If you're not, let us know and we will get you set up. Let's keep moving. Okay, we get more and more phone calls now, especially let's say with a marijuana prescription card or maybe for disability insurance. It's for salon employees, whatever. Okay, we get tons of underwriting questions. Okay, a lot of you don't realize we have 2 free tools that are available through our mobile app or on our website. And this allows you to not only quote, okay, but it'll give you a full risk assessment health class. It'll tell you what carrier is showing up best and what product. Everything updated in real time. Okay, the left-hand side is X-ray. It's not just the free light version, they call it. That's the deluxe version. There's 2 parts. Okay, on the right side, eGenius. So take advantage of this. We'll include both of these links in the thank you email as well to make it simple for you. Every month we come out with the social media tip of the month. We know how important it is for you to get the word out. Okay. And I don't care. We have agents. We'll be in a workshop, breakfast training, whatever. And they say, Bill, on my Facebook page, I'm doing exactly what you say, but I only have 20 people that liked my post and 4 comments. So am I wasting my time? Okay. And my answer is, and you got to think about this, if you were in a room speaking to 20 prospects, okay, is that a great thing for free? Is that wonderful? Now you have a chance to open the door and share your story to 20 new prospects. Okay, you'll probably get a little nervous, butterflies in your stomach. 20 people in a room for free. You fill the room. Okay, that's the same thing as putting up a post and getting only 20 likes or 17 likes and 3 comments or 1 comment. Okay, then what you do is reach out to those 17 people to say, hey, I saw you liked my post. Did you have any questions? Can we set up a meeting via Zoom or at Starbucks or McDonald's on a Thursday morning at 9 a.m., whatever. Okay? I think you kind of get the message here. Let's keep moving forward. I know I only have a minute left. I'm over. Social media posts. So every week we promise some great examples. Andrew, if we can keep moving forward, that would be great. I want to make sure I get everyone out on time. Our social media post examples. And what I wanted you to notice with this, Andrew, can we go to the next slide, please? 13. Give us just 1 second. So the point is, it's very simple. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay? Go out there, go on Facebook, go on Instagram, go into the search bar and look at the top performing posts. Okay? See what's working for others. Can we go to slide? There we go. Perfect. Okay. This is my perfect example. Left-hand side, 351 likes. 237 people shared his post. Okay? And is that rocket science? No. What he's doing, he's putting his client hat on and he's saying, okay, what triggers can I come up with that would make a consumer say, you know what? I do need life insurance. Okay? That's it. Look at the right-hand side. You get a lot of people that'll say to you, oh, you know what? I'm worth $100 million. Or, hey, I'm single. What do I need a life insurance policy for? Okay. By the way, you should have answers for all of this. Single people. Okay. Look at the list in front of you. 244 people liked it. 148 people shared it. Okay. Oh, I'm too wealthy. Okay. Well, what about estate taxes, death tax? Don't you want your children to get your estate free and clear and not have to pay 20, 30, 40% back to the government? Right? So you need life insurance, buddy. Okay. You got to get the message out. Let's keep moving forward. Most streamed episodes for my podcast in 2024. These were 4 of the hotspot trainings you need to check out. If we can go to slide 14, that would be great. And here's what's very, very cool. So those are the top 4, bottom left corner. Charles, that's our annuity keynote speaker. So you can check him out when you can. We had the Tony Robbins right-hand man, Mike Savage. Okay, by the way, he blew up now. He's involved with all these rocket projects in space and really, really neat. So he's got a lot to share. The head of North America for Banner Life. Okay, Farron, that was great. And then in a week, I have annuity coach Chris that's joining us. We're going to talk all about annuities in 24, moving into 25. And we're also going to talk about what carriers to focus on. And there's been a couple carriers, if you want to do a little research, Sentinel and ACL, that you might not want to focus on. And we're going to share some more information in the next week, but I'm just giving you a heads up on that. And you got to check out the podcast in December that should be out to you by the next, I would say, 7 to 10 days with the annuity, in my opinion, the top annuity consultant, Coach Chris. My final slide, question of the day. So what I'm going to do first is talk about my quote. If we can go to the next slide, Andrew, that would be great. Okay. What we're going to do here is, remember what I said earlier, don't just listen to the words. Watch what we do. Try to do the same thing for your prospects, family members, network, whatever. Okay. I put this out every week for the last 5 years. Haven't missed a week. Okay. What does it mean? Positive Tuesday? It means nothing. I made it up. It's just a way to get a quote out there to our agents for branding and marketing and showing you all you should do whatever. Call it long-term care Thursday, IUL Tuesday, DI Monday. Come out with different quotes, different messages. Why? For the purpose of driving people back to your homepage, your website, your storefront. It's branding and marketing and doing whatever it takes. And one more follower, or like, or comment, whatever, okay, is one more than you had the day before. Okay, and this goes perfectly, actually, with this quote. As long as we try our best, losing is never an option. We either learn or we win, period. Okay? Nothing to lose as long as you try your best. And it starts with you putting your right foot on the gas pedal and mashing it down to the floor. Okay, try some of these new techniques, strategies. You have, oh, I just learned something new. That whole life product is amazing. With infinite banking, unreal. Okay, I had no idea Ameritas was such a big player. Why? Because we didn't have access to that product on the brokerage side. Now we do. Okay, so again, every day we're constantly learning and growing. And if not, you're in reverse riding a horse in New York City, which shouldn't be allowed in 2024. Okay, we know how it goes. Question of the day. Hope you were paying attention. Whoever answers first and correctly walks away with Apple AirPods and the IUL prospecting book. My question is, make sure your little fingers are on the keyboard. My question is, I said it 3 times. Who is my next guest speaker on the Bill Levinson Experience podcast? Who is my next guest speaker on my podcast? Okay? Give you a little hint. It's in December. It's going to be in the next week or so. You tell me who my next guest speaker is. Type it in, and you win. Andrew's going to tell us who was first, who was correct.
Okay, first correct answer is Leon K.
Leon K. The correct answer was our top annuity consultant coach, Chris. We're launching it, like I said, next week. Thank you to everyone's a winner. Because, by the way, you can go on our Facebook page, our Levinson Facebook page, or the Google reviews page, okay, which is in our email signature. Leave a comment, and you get the prospecting book on us. Free, as long as you're an active agent with Levinson. Done. With that said, I hope you have a great holiday season. I hope you enjoyed this webinar. I apologize about the audio issues. We'll see you back next week again, and try some of these things, okay? Run some quotes or call our marketers. We'll give you whatever product info, quotes, anything you need. We're here for you. All right? Have a great Thursday, great selling. Have a great week, and thank you again, everyone.